is the long-awaited, well, I say long-awaited, I don't know if anyone will have been waiting for it, but episode 4 of what was my October half-term survival series. I'll get this playing in the background while I start narrating. Where do I even begin? Oh my gosh, so this episode has taken ages for me to, record and release because, I think I've teased it, but at some point I die in this episode, so it's not right now. Look, I managed to survive this attack, if that's what you call it. But later on, I will die, and the problem that raises because it says my Xbox name, and I don't want my Xbox name going out there in the public domain. So I'm just so not with it. I'm so out of practice. There's been a lot going on in my personal life, which has just put so much on hold. Well, look here, a little spider. Now, this little lake here, honestly, is giving me PTSD because I know that later on, this is going to be where I die, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't even know what I'm going to say. I don't even know. I hope you're here for the survival content and not my narration, but I used to think that hopefully I added a bit more to the videos because, right now, there's not a lot going on, is there? Now, if I'm being completely honest, I imagine, this was October half-term survival series, so this will have been recorded at some point in October. At this moment in time, it is now, over halfway through February, so it was recorded a long, long time ago, and it sort of makes me think, should I just leave it and give up? And I'm like, well, I've recorded it. I don't know. What I really want to be doing is some creative episodes. Yeah, and before I do that, I'd like to just clear all my recordings so that it doesn't all get backed up. You might know from before, when it starts to back up, I run into problems usually. But that aside, I do just want a clean slate if I'm going to get back into this. And just like usual, forever I've been thinking, I'd love to record a video, I want to do what makes me happy. And this has been super, super off-putting. Well, I don't know. There's so much to it, but you don't need to hear my life story. So let's just dig into the episode. Try and forget about all that. And I'm sorry if I'm being so miserable. It is just a bit of a miserable time at this point in time, and I'm not going to dive fully into it. Feel free to message me if you want to message me or whatever. But yeah, just family stuff, and mainly with my partner. Unfortunately, yeah, just I don't know, a bit of illness in the family, shall we say? That's what it is, and it's just causing a lot of stress and tension. I'm on my half term now, my February half term. Oh my god! For February half term. I don't know what I was going to say. I'm just so out of practice, and I don't know. I have been feeling proper miserable lately, just because there's been so much miserable stuff going on. And I suppose everything gets to me a bit. I'm trying to be there for my partner and stuff. Oh my gosh, I must be starting work on that second house that I was talking about building, a better base. Wow. I must be honest, guys. At this point in time with recording, I've not even looked over the episode. All I know is that I die at some point, so you've got that to look forward to. I think the rest of it might be fairly dull, but we'll see. I'm tempted to actually speed the video up because it's boring me, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry if you really don't like that. You're going to have to slow it down and hear me talking super, super slow. So let's put it in 1.5 speed and just see what happens. It says it's a 43-minute recording. Look, all those foxes. Now, I've noticed I have got another separate recording. I think I also mentioned at some point. Oh, little baby fox. I did. My brain's just not functioning. I'm so out of practice. I did. What am I even trying to say? Oh yeah, I think I mentioned before. I'm obsessed with rabbits, just in general, not in a weird way. But I used to have pet rabbits. I think they're adorable. Same with guinea pigs. Well, I keep getting guinea pig posts popping up on my Facebook. Oh, they're so cute, and I really want one. But foxes are quite common around here, and it's just probably not a good idea. And do I really want that extra commitment? But then, if I'm being honest, it's one of those days where I've thought, what am I going to do with myself today? I could be with my partner, but I don't want to be under his feet with everything that's going on. I don't know. Anyway, it's nice to have some chill time as well because the end of my half term. I'm going to sound really ungrateful, but I've only got 1 week for half term. And 1 week always goes super fast. I've just written down a list of all the things that I should do and whatever. God, I just know I'm going to be super busy at the end of the week. So to me, this start of the week, it's Tuesday at this time of recording. We've already had Monday, and what can I say for Monday? Well, again, wouldn't like to dig into it, but it's just more rubbish that I've had to be dealing with. I mean, that is life at some points, and I know like things will get better and stuff, but it's just like, wow, I don't know. It's not even bad. Not even bad. I mean, I've got my sister moved in with me. That won't have you if you've been following just the survival series, you won't know about that. But my sister was meant to be moving in, and she has moved in. She's at work now, and that brings. What does it bring? Oh, my brain. I'm just. Maybe I shouldn't even be doing a recording, but like I say, I want to be making creative stuff, and I don't want to do the creative stuff until I've played out my old recordings. So I'm just, I don't know, catching up. I guess it seemed like the right thing to do to me, and I might be fully like chucking the stuff out when no one wants to see it, but it seems a bit to me wrong that I've started a story and I'm not finishing it. Now I do think I am going to end up nipping this survival stuff in the bud. If you want me to continue this particular series or do any sort of survival stuff, please let me know. I'm not going to do a new survival series for this half term. Maybe that's something I could do going forward if I've got nothing to do and I want something to do. A brand new survival series each half term. But as you know, I much prefer creative. I don't know. I just can't even think straight. I should probably just be rested, but I'm not gonna lie. Like when I sit down and rest, I'm just bored. I've played loads and loads of Mini Metro. If you've not seen my Mini Metro episode, I'd advise going to watch it. I must say that episode was like super stressful, and I've realised recording it and narrating it at the same time as playing is super stressful. It just adds to the pressure of everything. So yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that again in a hurry, and no one seemed to really love that or want it again. So I'll probably just keep playing that like on my phone when I'm bored. So I've been doing a bit of that this morning. I've also got back into 8-ball pool recently. That's been a thing. I don't know. I keep going between doing really well and every so often I lose all my winnings and go back to square one. It's really at some point it's depressing. But what's even more depressing is just doing the same thing again and again, and I'm getting quite bored of it. So yeah, I thought, well, what can I do next? And there are a couple of bits that I want to record in my creative series, and there's no point mentioning it because it won't make any sense to you. But yeah, there's a couple of episodes that I know I want to make and want to release. But yeah, I thought, let's get this out of the system to start with. I just thought that door's open. I wonder how messy it looks in camera. Can I really see anything? Not really. Also, you've got a little sneak preview into my very non-exciting landing. Okay, so I'm fully just not even narrating what's going on. I'm just talking about my life, which I don't know. I've watched the creative episode that I've just put out like not long ago. I mean, it'll be longer when this goes up. I watched that back before I released it because I couldn't remember what was in it. And it's really good to watch things back sometimes. It sounds really sad, but it's I think the right thing to do sometimes just to see if what I'm making. I'm going to watch this one back. I can tell. Just think shut up because I'm just coming out with loads of blabber. But just to think whether the stuff I said was good or if I should do, something a little bit different or just little things like that. And I think I did much prefer the episode when I was talking about, I don't know, when I was talking about my actual life instead of what was going on in the video. But then at some point I was thinking, why is he not saying what he's doing here? So, I don't even know. I've not even been paying attention to what's going on. I guess you will have because it's like your main screen. I'm sorry you've got this discombobulated Jordan just narrating over stuff in the background. It's yeah, I'm not with it, but I want to do it. I want to get this sorted. I mean, I feel like if I'm being honest, the survival stuff was more for you guys than for me. And again, I don't know if that was the right thing to do. I mean, did I have a little bit of fun with it? Maybe. Is it exactly what I wanted to do? I think I much prefer creative. Anyway, what I'm building here is like a brand new, kind of much bigger, nice lakeside little retreat house. I think that was going to be like a kitchen area there, nice big kitchen sort of thing. Do I need it? No. Was it just the next thing to keep my series like judged up? Then yeah, I guess so. And I will say I never really got into this series. I mean, I think back to a series. I think I was playing with my brother when I was younger, and it was like in a desert biome. And we took over this village, and I built like a massive glass dome like over the village, and I got really into that. But that's just the thing with Minecraft, isn't it? Like some spawns are really exciting and some are not very exciting. And this one, I feel like I didn't get super into it. What I was getting into was the making YouTube videos. That's what I really loved. And again, that's sort of why I'm doing it a bit, just get a bit of a buzz from it. I mean, if you've not tried it, I'd fully advise, like, just give it a go. What have you got to lose? You might end up like me, getting no views on your videos, but at the end of the day, I don't know if I'm too bothered. Sometimes it's a little bit like, oh, well, no one's bothered. But again, sometimes, like I said in my last recording, I'm not always doing it like just to get views and stuff. Like, obviously, it's ace when I get views, but anyway. So yeah, building a whole new house, which I never finished. I lost complete interest in this series, particularly when I died. And if I'm being like brutally honest, if I wasn't like a teacher or whatever, I don't know, like, would it matter if people saw my Xbox name? But I don't want people to see my Xbox name. And I don't know if there's a way you can like toggle that. So if anyone does know, please let me know, because the nightmare of editing this recording just so I could make an episode was it really put me off, and that's why I didn't release it. And like I said, this was supposed to be October half-term survival series. We're definitely not in October anymore. I feel like I just want to kind of finish the story for those people that were getting into it, maybe, if there was anyone. I mean, I think the last episode got like 4 views. So it's clearly not. I don't know, is that 4 people that want to watch it? I mean, no one gave it a thumbs up, like I always say. So in my head, if I get a thumbs up, I'm like, right, someone enjoyed that, they want another video, or they want something similar to that. That's what you're telling me when you like the videos. So I feel like this episode is just going to be pat, because I'm not buying into it. Obviously, you're not going to buy into it. But I could be wrong, because some people are like proper survival fanatics, aren't they? Whereas me, I'm watching this and I'm thinking I just want to be able to fly around and quickly build a nice structure with having all the resources. That is me. That's what I enjoy, and I know everyone's different. Some people love survival instead of creative, but no, I think creative is much more for me. Sometimes I appreciate the challenge of having to collect materials, and you've obviously got the variable of what's around you and what's available. We must be getting close to the point where I die. I don't know whether to just skip to it or what. And again, I think I touched on it earlier. I have got another little separate recording, so I'm probably going to release episode 5, and then I might just nip this episode, this series even, in the bud, unless anyone wants to see any more, because it was supposed to be just an October thing. I don't have time this half term. It's packed out, and as you can tell, I'm not like the usual. I'd like to think I'm more positive than negative. I'm not the usual sort of more positive person that I am myself, and that's just natural. That's what I'm going through, and I'll cope with it fine and stuff. But is it the right time for me to be doing recordings? I don't know. I mean, if anything, I think this is a distraction. It might help me in some way. I definitely think keeping myself busy is the right thing to do. Yeah, I'm just doing too much thinking at the minute. Maybe that's it. This is the problem when you think about stuff too much. I have no idea what I'm doing now. Why am I going through all these chests? What is this about? See, if I'd sorted the recording around the time... What am I doing? I must have lost something. I'll be looking for something. What's going on? Yeah, if I'd have recorded this around the time of... what am I talking about? Recorded the narrative, me talking over it, around the time I'd played it, I'd know what was going to happen. All I know is that I die. And if I've not mentioned it, I die by getting pricked by a berry bush. And it's when I'm getting attacked in that little lake at the start that I said is giving me PTSD. I'm obviously going to get sand. Maybe I was looking for sand, because I assume I'm making glass. Right, this is boring, so I'm going to skip past this bit. Skip. Oh, is there a shortcut for that? Control and right. Is that actually going to work? Oh, it's getting dark. Okay, I kind of want to see what happened there. So let me go back. Must have collected a bunch of sand. I heard the shovel break. It's obviously dark now, so it looks like I'm just diving into bed. I need to eat. I can't remember what's happening, so like I don't know if that's good or bad, and you'll have to let me know. I think this is it. I just know it's coming. I mean, that's... Oh! It must be that one. Okay. So I think, just because I'm stuck in... Oh, look, my axe broke. See, it's just trauma. Oh, look, and that skeleton's just getting me. So, it looks like I go away and, like, recover my health or whatever. Logical tactic. Can you tell I tried to make the politically correct term for it before, didn't I? Someone that's not, like, super confident with survival and stuff. I think weakling, but it wasn't politically... I can't remember what the word was. It's been so much time. If anyone does remember, please let me know. So I think I'm preparing myself to go and battle this skeleton, which doesn't end in success. And obviously I've got those berry bushes there. Where's he gone? Can anyone see him? There he is. Right, and look, this is where I get stuck, and he's got perfect advantage because he's not moving. He's got a bow and arrow. I'm just trying to get close to him. He's absolutely thrashing me. Look, 3 hearts, heart and a half, and then and look, and that's where the editing had to come in because I put my name. Look at that; it's so depressing. Oh, so will this be like a series finale? I don't know. I mean, I've got another little snippet recorded. And to be fair, I guess it'll keep you guys on that. I don't want to flick between my tabs in case you see it. And I've just stopped, look, haven't I? I'm obviously so kind of like, oh, can't believe that happened. That little text thing's so cool. It just took me so long to do it, and I can't even tell you, like, oh, stay away from the skeleton. I think all's fine from here, but, and I don't even know what I end up doing for the rest of the episode. I must go and kill the skeleton at some point. And I remember saying as well, like if I died, like, should that be it? Should I have to restart, or because that was true hardcore, wasn't it? If you've got any views whatsoever, let me know. Otherwise, like I say, probably going to nip it in the bud. I want to stick to things that I enjoy, but I know, like, a couple of friends, maybe 1 or 2, had mentioned, like, survival was their thing, and there we go. Survival was their thing, and they wanted to see it. So if that's still the case, let me know. I mean, I know we're all busy, we're all adults. This was just my little escape, and I'm glad that I've sort of gone back to recording because, again, I've got to that point in half term where I'm sort of sat there and bored of my games and thinking, what do I do next? And this just keeps me preoccupied, and I do get some enjoyment from it. Like, look, I'm perking up just talking about things. Right, I'm very tempted, as much as it's not fun, to put this in double speed now because I don't think a lot's happening. I don't know what's coming next. That was like the what would you even call it? The climax of the episode. But there must be other stuff happening in this episode. I think I go mining at some point. Is that what I do now? Yeah, just go get some more materials. So let's see. Maybe see what we find. I know I've been caving this out. It was a long time ago, so I'm just getting cobblestone. Let's skim forward and see if we collect anything else. Laptop's not liking this. My laptop, poor laptop. It's no high performance laptop at all. But I must say, I think it does the job I need it to. Absolutely fine. And I love that it's got Windows 11 and whatever. So I was just making another pickaxe there. I suppose you wouldn't know it's got Windows 11 because I think like you shouldn't be able to see my start bar, but I can see my start bar. Just because of how I've set it up. Oh, and I don't know if you've just seen, like, bottom left in screen, look, it says Survival Episode 4 made with Clipchamp, because that's what I've used. And that's, well, yeah, I know nothing about editing, do I? Not really. I used to make some little, like, stop animation videos when I was younger. But yeah, I didn't know how I was going to cover up my little name, and I ended up using Clipchamp, and I do like how it's turned out in the final recording. And I guess you guys might have some suggestions because I think a couple of people watch these that do like their own YouTube videos and stuff. So if you've got any editing suggestions, like let me know or whatever. I don't know. I'd rather not do any editing at all. That's the dream for everyone, really, isn't it? And we've got like AI now as well, which keeps scaring me too because I was talking to a teacher at work and they raised a very fair point of like how they're really scared of AI and like how it's gonna like just write people's CVs and stuff and write their cover letters and how people get the job based on that over the people that have genuinely put the time and the effort in. And yeah, but there'll be ways around that as well. I mean, and no offense, he's a bit older, might have a slightly different outlook on things. Because I was saying how I'm really excited about AI, and I think it can do incredible things. Like, well, I don't need to tell you all about AI unless you want to hear it, but I'm more excited than worried about it. And there are a lot of people that are worried about it, and I understand what you're saying. But like, if we were getting AI to edit our videos, so that we didn't have to do it, like, is that taking away? Because some people do that as a career, don't they? I know, like, for example, I've talked about me watching Life of Tom. He has someone that edits his videos for him. Like, that's obviously paid. Oh no, a silverfish. Oh, so there was more to come. And now I'm really dead paranoid that that's going to happen again. And it's dark, and I won't want to go out there in the dark. I'm such a, what's the politically correct term? Someone remind me. I want to say Pussy, but I don't want to use that word. I hate when... I don't know, maybe if I want a teacher, it'd be so different. Why is it so dark? What's going on there? Oh, are they those, like, silverfish bits that have, like... And I heard a zombie then as well. You must have heard it too. I don't know if you did, but I heard a zombie, so clearly I'm getting paranoid. There's got to be another silver... I'm getting really anxious now that another silverfish is going to come out and get me. Oh my gosh, that made me jump. Oh, it's stuck. Not anymore. Was that one perishing? I'm getting so anxious. I don't know. If you want me to continue this series, you'll have to let me know. What am I even collecting all this for? Should I just skip to when something else is happening? I mean, not very exciting. I much prefer, like, back when I was recording it, recording the, what do you call it, the narrative over when I'd just recorded the video so I knew what was happening. And I could have sat and watched it, but what? I don't know, is that a waste of time? I'm just overthinking everything at the minute. Let's just let go and relax. That's what I need to do. But I want to be doing the things that I enjoy, because that's what life's about, really, isn't it? Doing things you enjoy every so often. What was the point of that? Aren't they supposed to attack you? I've seen there's a creeper. What just happened there? Okay, this is not feeling safe now, and as the way I'm moving around, I look quite angsty about it. And on that note as well, something else I've been really getting into recently is Most Haunted, but I don't know if that's dying off. My mum used to watch it all the time, and it was interesting, definitely interesting. So I've got back into it, and I found on YouTube you can go back and watch series 1, episode 1. Oh, they're coming to get me! Oh my gosh, did they just spawn like that? It's weird. Weird. Right, is it daylight yet? You can tell I'm waiting for daylight. Oh, dearie me. Anyway, should we skim forward? I might miss something, but 30 seconds, see what that does. I wonder if that's 30 seconds in real time or 30 seconds at double time. So I'll have a look. 20, 50. No, so it's 30 seconds real time. Okay, let's see if anything else happens in this, otherwise probably start wrapping up. I'm sorry it's not been a super exciting episode, but you did get to see me die, and you got to see these silverfish coming to attack me. And I've realised I don't know if most people like to see me suffering. I seem to get more attention on the videos where things have not gone to plan. Is that just because it's more exciting? I don't know. Perhaps I should do something a bit more authentic. And I've lost the passion for YouTube like I had before. Before I really wanted to get into it, and I don't know if it's a mix. Look at me snowballing! Who is it? A creeper and a skeleton. What a genius idea! Oh, that was brave. Brave for someone like me. Oh, there, we've got him. Right, get out of there. And now I've lost my train of thought. And it's daylight. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Right. Yeah, before I was so passionate about YouTube, it was something I really wanted to do on the side. Don't get me wrong, I'd still love to do it. I've just lost my passion a little bit. And like I say, there's a lot been going on at the minute. I feel like even just recording this episode and venting some things has really got it off my chest. I used to go for walks a lot as well, which I know I've mentioned about in my videos, and that really helped me sort of think over things and get them out of my system. Is this the end of the recording now? I assume so. So perhaps I should start doing that again, but it's so cold. I don't know if that's exactly what I want to do. So anyway, I'm going to start wrapping the episode up because I know we're getting near the end. I assume I'm just going to collect some eggs or something. Typical fun things. Eat some sweet berries. So that was the end of episode 4. I'll release episode 5, which is probably going to be the shortest episode ever because nothing happens in it. But if you do want to see any more survival content, if you've got any suggestions, let me know, because otherwise, like I say, thinking of nipping the series in the bud. It was supposed to be just October half term. Didn't quite go to plan, but I do feel like finishing the series off. I hope you've enjoyed it. I feel like it won't be fun to watch, but then I don't find survival interesting, and I know I'm not doing super exciting things in my videos. But anyway, hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, because that tells me you've enjoyed it. Otherwise, see you in episode 5, I guess. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed, and au revoir.